What's going on, everyone? Welcome back and thanks for being here. Today I am just going to be finishing up the knife that I was working on in my previous video where I fit up the brass bolster to it. So now that I've got the handle fit on that and everything, I can start shaping it down, and I think I'm going to be doing a saya for it as well, which is something I've never done. So yeah, should be pretty cool. Anyways. Alright, I'm in the home stretch of finishing this handle. Oops. It's looking pretty cool. I don't often use epoxy. And when I say don't often, I mean almost literally never. I think this is the second time I've ever used it. So I don't really know how to finish this out. I'll definitely have to do a little research. But right now, the goal is to get it sanded up to, I think, 1200, maybe 2000. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't work with this like ever, so. But it's looking pretty cool. It's kind of like a Western wah style handle. So I think this carbon fiber is really gonna pop. This is not the best setup for finish hand sanding, but as a maker you kind of just learn to do what you can with what you have. So I have my handle done. It's just taped up so that I had it clamped in the vise. Anyways, this is a quick little tutorial on how to step down your spacer. I like to do like a little, they call it a museum fit or an heirloom fit. So up until now, this spacer, I've sanded it with it on this handle. So it's the same size up here. Stepping it down is super easy. So all I've done is I've marked out the top and bottom where my, again, spine and choil are, so I don't go past that. And then all I've done is taken my calipers and I've marked out where I want to grind down to step down to. And I've gotten that measurement with my calipers and just gone around the perimeter and scribed a line on the front and on the back. Then when I go to my grinder, I'll put this piece, the front, flat down and then angle my platen so that it's flush with the side that I'm grinding, and I just grind into those lines, and that's literally it. After that, all it is like a little bit of tweaking to make sure that these lines line up with the handle lines, which is pretty easy, because if it's one way or the other, you just grind one facet or the other, and that's it. So I've gotten a few questions about that before, but yeah, it's literally that easy. So okay, so all these parts are pretty much done. The last thing I gotta do obviously is buff this or shine this somehow. In the madness of it all, I decided that I want to try and make a saya for this thing. I've never made a saya, so I don't really know how to do it, but I have a bit of an idea. So here's my idea. You know, I don't think it's too crazy, honestly. So I have a router bit. I think this is like one of the only router bits that I have. Don't really use a router. And I don't want to use a router on this because honestly the one that we have kind of scares me. It's got a lot of torque and a lot of power and I don't want to mess with it. So I'm gonna throw this in the drill press and basically just use it as a mill. I mean, what could go wrong, really? I should probably say don't try this at home. I am a trained professional. Of course, I was trained by myself, so that's good. I'm gonna make a pin out of a brass rod and a brass, well, the head of the pin is gonna be brass as well. And I didn't think that just the glue, like gluing these together, was gonna be secure enough. So I actually forgot, but I have a tapping set. So if I tap these, it's essentially just gonna be a screw. I'll dip some glue in there and screw it, and I should be more than enough. So good idea on my part. Alright, I made a new shank for this pin. As you can see, it's a lot bigger than this one and it's tapered. So this one I thought I was gonna like how it fit. I was going to peen the other end a little bit so that it had a bit of a hold when it was popped through the saya completely, but I don't know, I just wasn't a fan. So I did a tapered fit instead, and it was fitting real nice. So anyways, a little bit of a change of plan, but I like this better. So now just time to finish everything up.
Oh, Daddy, save my son.